Hi, Jenny here. For me, fall is the perfect time to add orange spice into what I'm cooking, although these would be good any time of the year. So today we are going to make some very orange muffins. Let's get started. For this recipe we are going to need 3 tablespoons of butter, softened, half a cup of sugar, 2 egg whites, half a cup of yogurt, 1/4 cup of orange juice, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 1 1/4 cups of flour, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of baking soda, 1 tablespoon of orange rind, and 1/4 cup of chopped walnuts. Preheat your oven to 400 degrees, and then we are going to first of all mix our dry ingredients and set them aside. So we'll just measure out the flour, the salt, and the baking soda, and put that in our dish. Next, we will cream our butter and sugar together until that's nice and fluffy, and then we will add our yogurt, the egg whites, the orange juice, and the vanilla. So first, we will take care of those egg whites. So to do that, I need another one for the yolks. Okay, we'll crack our egg just like you'd normally crack an egg, and then when you peel it apart, if we could do that gently, and you want to just try to get the yolk into like 1/2 of the egg. We let the egg white drip off, and then transfer that yolk into the other half and hopefully get some more egg white out. You want to do this in a bowl separately than just doing it over your mixture, just in case the yolk gets in. We don't want that, and then we'll just save my yolk so I can make some scrambled eggs later. Just have a yolk. This way also, when you do it into a bowl, in case there's any shells that crack off, you can catch the shells, get those out. Hopefully. Sometimes when you bend the eggshell like this though too, you might break the yolk. I don't want to do that. The side of the shell is also kind of sharp. So there was some egg white hanging, it did kind of fall off. You can take the edge of the shell and scrape it along there, and that also kind of cuts off be some of that egg white, so we can cut that off. Will that work? It's worked before. There we go. Alright, let's wipe my hands. So we'll set those aside for later. I have that ready. We'll start with, like I say, that softened butter. And our sugar. You guys keep your sugar in a container, or do you just leave it in the packaging that comes from the store? I kind of used to do that, but then it seemed to make more of a mess, so I started putting, well, I put stuff in containers for a long time now, but the only thing I don't like about when you put any type of food in any containers, I like the storage, what do you call it, the way of storing things in containers. It makes it all nice and neat in the cabinet and stuff. Things aren't falling all over, but then you don't know the expiration date. And I don't think I go through enough items by the expire, but there are a few I don't. So things like that with the sugar and flour, there have been times that, especially, last year, whatever, when I wasn't cooking, my flour had expired, and I'm like, yeah, we'll get rid of that and get some new stuff. But yeah, other than that, I like that. And then especially with the brown sugar, I put the brown sugar, I leave it in the bag, and I put it in a container though, because that seems to help keep it softened. regular sugar doesn't usually do that, doesn't harden up, but anyways, let's get to creaming. Usually after creaming butter and sugar, you would need to kind of wipe down the sides. There's not much in there this point. There wasn't a whole lot of butter in there, but it's kind of chunky. It's creamed together nicely. Fluff that up anyway. Oh, and then that's why I wanted that. We'll put our yogurt in. Be able to use any type of yogurt that you want. I'm using a non-dairy type just because that's the type I prefer. I think this one happens to be vanilla, so we'll have a little bit extra vanilla taste in here. Which is good. I don't think you can ever have too much vanilla. We'll start with this and slowly add the others. Alright, once your batter is all mixed up, we will clean off the beater and then again scrape down the sides of the inside. I did add the dry ingredients also after adding the rest of the wet ingredients in here. So everything is all mixed up now, except we will add our orange peel and our nuts. And then just kind of mix that in with the spatula. So now you can see that there's a little bit of batter and stuff on the side, a little bit of the flour mixture. So we'll mix that in, scrape that down. Add our tablespoon of orange peel. So you can take an orange and grate it yourself if you'd like to, or you can buy some of this orange peel spice. Have it already done, ready to go. And then we need that 1/4 cup of chopped nuts. So these are pieces, they should be small enough. But also sometimes what I do is just go through them. If there's bigger pieces, you can even just take your hand if you don't feel like taking enough. Sometimes when I take a knife and I'm chopping them, they go flying all over my counter. Oh, I'm like, you know, really? Something I can just take my hand. So after they're measured out, it's kind of nice to probably have a nice kind of bigger piece of walnuts in your muffins anyways, because then when you take a bite, you have that walnut, you get the crunch in there and you get the taste of the nut. So good. So So I have a nut chopper that sometimes I use also. But that's better if I want really small pieces of nuts. Sometimes that kind of goes too fine. So again, it doesn't take too much time or energy. Just use your hands. They break up easily. Whee. Depending on the baking you do this time of year too, obviously with Christmas holiday and stuff, that even Thanksgiving, they have the nuts more in a bulk size that you can buy. So if you're going to be doing a lot of baking, it's good to do that. I like that they have the bigger bags of nuts pretty much in the stores all the time now. Sometimes they used to only have like the small bags that were, I don't know, maybe like half a cup size or something of nuts. And then you'd have to hope that they had some in. So this is nice to have a bigger bag. I like to add nuts to my oatmeal or my salads. Try to have some type of nuts every day. Something that I eat. Nuts are healthy for you. And as long as I chew them up well enough, then they're fine. I haven't had a problem with chewing nuts that I know of. If you know my journey, you know I get some abdomen aches here and there. I get some type of blockage type tummy aches. But I don't think it's been from nuts. I only have a small amount, and all right, there we go. Got those nuts in there, that orange peel. We'll just hand mix it up real well. Should make about 12 muffins. So that's a good amount too, just to have 1 or 2 as a snack every day. Obviously share them with your family. Alright. We've got it all well mixed up. Yummy! We are going to use our muffin tin. So if we're making muffins, I put some nice little liners in here. That helps protect the muffin tin, and I think gets the muffins out easier from in there. I'm going to give them just a little bit of a spray of oil also, just so that the wrapper doesn't stick so much to the muffin itself. I've had it sometimes where the wrapper stuck so bad to the muffin, it was just like, really? And I think my recipe had said spray, and I was like, no, why would you spray? You're using paper wrappers. That's what's supposed to help, you know, keep the muffin to be able to come off easier. Now we will fill each little tin up to halfway, just over halfway. Start with halfway and then see what batter we have left. I like using a big spoon. I've kind of found that method for me works, that if I put 1 big spoonful in, that seems to be the right amount. I know there are little scoopers out there, the cookie scoops. I've tried that. I don't like it as much as just using my spoon. Yeah, or use a ladle or whatever you would like to help get your batter into the wrapper or the muffin tin. I like to make sure I get every last little bit out of there, you know, if I'm taking this time to mix everything up. Make this recipe, I want to get every last little bit of goodness out of the bowl, all the batter. Alrighty. There you go. Got the batter all evenly distributed in our cups, and then we will bake these in that 400-degree oven for 15 to 18 minutes. So they should turn out nice and brown on the top, and we'll stick a toothpick in to make sure that they're done all the way. All right, 15 minutes is up. Let us check them out. I'm gonna need 2, sure. Oh, they look pretty good. Tops are cracked. Let's do the toothpick test. Oops. Take one of the bigger muffins. That seems good. Let's try one more. Yeah. Seems good. They seem stiff enough. And they'll obviously continue to bake a little bit here as they sit and cool. So I would say that they are done. So we'll let them cool and then eat them. The very orange muffins are finished. They look very good. They smell delicious. So let's take a bite and see if that's true all the way. It's not bad. I guess I could have sprayed the the muffin paper even a little bit more, so it's still sticking to the muffin. I was thinking I sprayed too much, but live and learn. That's all right. Smells so good. That's a good muffin. Very soft, very moist. Don't taste as much orange as I thought I would. It just tastes like a plain muffin, which is still good. But interesting that it's not, for me, it's not more orangey. This is very, very orange. But it's very good. I like it. So, I would make this one again. I'll give it a thumbs up. Let me know if you like to make muffins and what your favorite type is. I think I've made an orange cranberry. I think it was an orange cranberry bread I made, not muffins. That was really good too. You had that tartness of the cranberry in there, which again, this time of the season, for the United States anyways, right? We have Thanksgiving coming up. And cranberries are in season for us here. So those would be a good addition to put in here also. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I will put the recipe down in the description below. And again, let me know in the comments down below if you like to make muffins and what your favorite flavors are. I hope you guys have a very happy Thanksgiving. If it's the time for you to celebrate Thanksgiving, I know that Canada celebrates it like a month-ish earlier. But here in the States we have that. And if not, just have a regular happy day. So I'm going to finish enjoying my snack. You guys keep it positive. Go make it a great day. Bye-bye.